Okay, so today we're going to be talking about glycogenolysis. So, a bit of a preview about it is obviously it's based on glycogen, and glycogen is the main carbohydrate stored in muscles in the liver. And then glycogenolysis is the breakdown of glycogen into glucose because we want to be able to use glucose for energy and not glycogen. So, the steps that we go through to turn glycogen into glucose, we do this in a fasting state. So, when we don't have immediate access to glucose that we get from foods and stuff, so we grab it from the liver or muscle tissues, but those differ slightly. So, first of all, in both cases, you're going to shorten your chain. So, a major enzyme in glycogenolysis is phosphorylase, and that comes in when glucose is needed, and then it cleaves the alpha 1,4 glycosidic bonds. And then, in order to form glucose, the alpha 1,6 glycosidic bonds need to be cleaved too, but phosphorylase is unable to do that, so the alpha 1,6 bonds are broken by the debranching enzyme because those are the branched parts of glycogen. And then that releases a free glucose enzyme, but we can't use that quite yet. So hexokinase is then able to phosphorylate the now linear glucose molecule, and then it is recovered by phosphoglucomutase, which then converts the glucose into 1-phosphate and then into glucose 6-phosphate. And then finally, the part that is different is how the glucose is released into the body. So in the liver, glucose 6-phosphatase makes glucose by cleaving the phosphoryl groups, and then glucose can be used throughout the body. But in muscle tissue, you can't make glucose directly. So if you need that energy, your muscle turns it into pyruvate or lactate, depending on if it's anaerobic or aerobic and what those conditions are. So that's pretty much the process of how your body gets energy in situations where it might not have access to food, and how it creates it from stored energy.